Hey everyone, today I'm talking about how to fail. Doesn't sound like a good topic to talk about, but actually it's really important. Part of being a fractal organization is you need to actually mirror, you actually need to look at the positive and the negative of both sides. So we've talked about great strategies to succeed in life. Now we need to talk about how you can fail in life. And by knowing both sides, you can better understand what you need to do properly. So, first things first, be a stone. If you want to fail in life, nothing is going to guarantee failure than being a stone. And what I mean by that is the opposite of being a stone is being a sponge. When you are new, or even if you're a master and you've been doing it for years and years and years, if you believe that you know all that needs to know, that nobody has anything to teach you, that you are the master in whatever you have experienced, and you've had some early success maybe, or maybe you had some lot of success, and because of that, you know all that needs to be done, and therefore you have nothing to learn from anybody else, you're not grateful for them, and their energy and their knowledge, their experience, then you are a perfect stone. And being a stone will guarantee you'll do exactly what stones do, which is sink. So that's the first step to being a failure. Step 2, fill your cup. So you're going to hear this a lot. The student mentality is you need to empty your cup so that you can be filled with knowledge. You may have seen some movies where they'll show like a master or sensei with a young student, and they'll show the cup being full, and that is a representation of their mind being so full of other things, distractions, ideas, and that they're unable to fill with anything new, any new knowledge. So if you want to be a failure, the next thing you want to do is be a stone, and then you want to make sure that your cup is full, because you have nothing to learn from anybody else. You've already learned everything that needs to be learned. So the best thing you can do is to close yourself off from any other person out there, any other idea that could possibly add to your cup. Keep that cup full. Number 3, be focused on your own self-interest. This is critical. If you want to be a true failure, you need to make sure that you don't concern yourself with anybody else. Because if you focus on just yourself, you're going to make sure that everybody else also focuses on just themselves, and they won't be there to help you when you need help. Because if you're a stone and your cup is full, obviously you know best. So therefore, every opportunity that comes your way, it needs to be looked at from a position of, well, how can I best benefit from this? How can I take from this opportunity and put this into my own pocket? So focus on your own self-interest. If you do that, you're going to have a great success at being a failure. Number 4, blame others when you lose. This is a critical step. It's very, very easy to have a loss come at you and think, well, maybe I can learn from this experience. If you want to be a failure, you need to always turn that around and blame everyone else around you for the mistakes that are happening. So, perfect example, let's say you stumble on a listing appointment and you lose a listing appointment to another competitor. The best thing you can do is you can blame the client for being stupid or making a bad decision. You can blame, not blame yourself directly, but you can say, well, I was sick that day, or I was hungover, or I just wasn't on my A game, so that's why I failed. You can also blame the competitor. Well, they lied about me, they said mean things about me, they bullshitted, or whatever. You can make up whatever you want to deflect responsibility. Instead of looking at every stumble, every loss as a learning opportunity, as a teacher to show you the better way forward, as opposed to emptying your cup and learning from that experience, you can instead deflect and ensure that any sort of arrow or sling that comes your way is deflected and has no impact upon you. That's an excellent way to ensure you're going to fail. And the final and a critical thing to do is when the going gets tough, give up. Failures are people who fall down and stay down. You may have heard it before. Failing is not falling down, failing is staying down, and that's what failures do, is they stay down. So if you stumble and fall, the best thing you can do to make sure that you don't succeed in life is to stop trying. The people who succeed, you may have heard of the saying before, success is built upon a mountain of failure. Well, that means you need to fail a lot to have a success. So if you don't want to be a success, then stop every time you fail. That way, you never build that mountain of failure in the first place, so you don't have to worry about succeeding. So if you follow these 5 steps, you're going to guarantee that you have a very unsuccessful life, and you will not achieve any of the things you want to achieve. And that is the best way to become a failure. Thanks a lot.